Oh, man.
Right.
Once again, we are back. Been away for a while, for a long, long time. But
Still
once
say schedule.
again,
The mine still say schedule.
it's live on, I see live on my side.
Oh, okay.
So we are back live in the man cave, ready to start another season with Polk Hoops. So Sunday night, appreciate y'all checking in, rocking with us as we get ready to unload on the brand new season that is to come. Before we get started, as always, want to say what's up to the All-State PG All-State coach. What's going on with y'all fellas?
Happy Sunday, y'all.
It's good. It's good.
Hey man, we blessed and we highly favored, and that's all we gonna say about it. So, as we get started, as we always do, I don't know if either one of y'all got anything, but gonna try to keep the same energy. I don't know if you got anything to was take.
Nah, not. I don't have anything. I'll probably be in slow motion till we kick off until a little bit of the season.
Yeah, 10 for me too.
Okay, so both of y'all kind of put it on the back. All right, so we'll jump right in. Um, I guess we had two basketball commitments since we um, last jumped on. So uh, Dylan James from Winter Haven committed to the University of Georgia, and KJ Parker from Winter Haven. Got to get used to saying that. Uh, Committed to Florida A&M University, both for basketball, both Division One. Congratulations to both of those young men. Any reaction from either one of you all on that? Give you a chance before we continue.
I think it was a great look. Both well deserved, and I signed. I committed early and signed early, so I think it gives you a kind of ease to know that you got some type of situation as you play um, into the season. Because there's gonna be a lot of adjustments for everybody. So congratulations.
I think for those two, I want to say congratulations. But I think for those two, it's important. It was important for those to get it out the way so they can really concentrate on the season. I think they got high aspirations over there in Winter Haven this season, and what they didn't want to be worried about was whether they was going to school in that recruitment process. Now they can just concentrate, on themselves and their team, and just making sure they accomplish their goals they set out this year. So congratulations to both of them. I think it's a good look for both of them. I think they're going somewhere where they can actually make an impact right away.
Yeah, I agree.
Good deal, good deal, good deal, good deal. All right, so we're gonna start out with first topic. It kind of it was a lot of I guess publicity. I don't know if that's the right word over the summer with for us travel ball, AU ball, with how violent, for lack of a better way of putting it, how violent it has gotten, especially as it relates to the officials. And coach, I know you wear both hats. You're a coach and an official, so I guess first thing is where are we at with that? How do we protect the? You hate to think that you had to get to this point where you're saying this, but how do we protect the officials? I mean, it's like it went to a point where almost every tournament or every weekend you were seeing something on the news about parents going at officials, like physically trying to fight parents. I mean, fight officials. So what's y'all take on that?
My take is like they're gonna have to start like hiring security or police to be security at these events. I think that's what we're. Because my thing is, you think about refs, it's a lot of refs that don't want to do travel ball now at all. You know what I'm saying? Especially for the low ball pricing as far as, per game. So it's really not worth it to them to deal with that type of stuff. So I think we're headed to where, security is going to be mandatory for these events in order to protect, not only officials, but coaches, players, and spectators also.
Yeah, it's totally not fair to officials to be put in those type of situations. But also, I mean, little league sports just become high risk, so security should be mandatory at all events. I don't even know why they were second question that after the shootings, the multiple fights that we've seen, coaches getting into it, parents jumping out the stands. Uh, I think every venue, especially with the amount of money they're charging now, it's like $20 passes, ain't it?
At
Coach?
least
At least.
Yeah, they definitely need to have some type of security.
when you start getting into like weekends where it's a live weekend, you probably pay $80. You know what I'm saying, for a pass weekend. Usually it's like $20 a day, or maybe 25. But
Yeah,
my thing is like we looking at it from basketball, but let's look at it from football too. Remember we had all the fights and that one coach got shot. You
Yeah,
know,
remember that.
so we need to do event coordinators need to do what they can to protect that. You know what I'm saying? And the sad thing is, the only thing that's gonna do is drop.
mm,
It just seems like it's getting worse. Don't feel like it's getting better. So, like you say, at some point we gotta look at. And I mean, like you say, so now it's going to be a same thing like the shortage, like with the what you call it with ball like Polk County ball. Like I know with football right now, I know they had a couple of like Thursday games this year because they were saying they were short of officials. So you might run into the same type of situation um, with travel ball. They're not gonna have enough, like you said, they're not gonna have enough officials to even have a travel ball tournament to have tournaments.
Yeah,
It's just sad, man. It's just sad.
they pay terrible for that risk though. I mean, there's no respect to officials anymore.
I agree. And that's what they talk about. I actually talked to someone about it today. Is when they're trying to lowball officials, that they're not accepting. It's not worth the risk. It's not worth the headache. You know, to do travel ball when they're trying to lowball them also. So they're gonna keep losing officials until they, pay them, respectfully, but also ensure that they're going to be safe throughout these events.
That's just crazy and unfortunate for the kids and just for the coaches, just overall. So, well, all right. Well, I just wanted to start off with that. So we're gonna segue into they finally, I guess, what 2 weeks ago, they finally released the districts, the classifications for next year. I mean, they took a long time. So I posted them on the page a couple weeks ago, but we didn't discuss them right now. I'm just gonna kind of run through them and get you all's initial reaction for each one. So starting with 7A Region 3, I guess. And I'm reading straight from FHSAA site. It's Durant in Plant City, Jenkins, Lakeland, Hays City, Plant City, Ridge, and Winter Haven. What's y'all initial reaction on that district?
I mean, keep it G. Winter Haven should walk to Lakeland. I
Yeah,
mean, the whole entire region. They should walk to Lakeland.
Not
Like,
just, not just a district, but the whole
uh,
region.
whole region. They're gonna run through that. They supposed to run through that. You know what I'm saying?
is
So
that the district you just announced, or that the region?
That
that's
was the district. So I don't know. Let's see if I can pull the whole region up. That's the district though, but let me see if I can do the whole region.
I was wondering if they got to go through Orlando to get there.
no, they don't. They got to go through Tampa.
So the
Oh,
region
Yeah,
three,
sure, no.
I know
region
that because
three,
the
region
girls.
Girls.
okay, region three is what I just said. In addition, district 10, that district is district 9. District 10 is Tampa, Alonzo, East Lake, Tarpon Springs, Steinbrenner and Lutz, Palm Harbor, Tampa Plant, and Sickles. District 11 is Lakewood Ranch, Newsom, Riverview, Strawberry Crest, and Sumner. And Region 12 is Gulf Coast, Lehigh, Northport, Sarasota Riverview, Sarasota, and Venice. So that's their region.
There's no reason Winter Haven shouldn't be in Lakeland.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had looked at the whole region to just then. So yeah, I don't. I mean, who in that strong? Sickles normally, traditionally, but I don't know if they got anything this year. East Lake. I know a couple years ago they had that guard that was pretty tough that made it to the semifinal that Bartow shut down. But yeah, based off of that, you gotta like their chances, I guess.
Like their chances to get there.
Like
Yeah.
But I definitely don't like their chances to win it.
But
We want to talk about it now. We want to wait till we run through all those.
We're going through all of them.
Okay. All right. So we got Winter Haven stamped to Lakeland. Do we think that anybody else can get out of the district? Do you think that Ridge or Jenkins could be run up for that district or Haines City? I mean, it's three other Polk County teams in that region. It's Jenkins, Haines City.
I wouldn't count Ridge or Jenkins out just off of coaching. Haines City, I don't know who coaches them, but I know just Ridge and Jenkins off of coaching, they can play in the. They'll be probably playing in the playoffs. That's what you're asking about the playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, Haines City possibly. I mean, I don't know. Billy D might know a little bit more about Haines City. I didn't hear about them all summer, but I wouldn't count Jenkins or Ridge out.
I heard Haines City got some good 24 kids. A couple besides the Demo kid, they got a couple other decent 24 kids.
Yeah, I don't want to down them, and I don't know anything about them.
They do. They're athletic. One can really shoot the basketball. Any given night, because of their ability to shoot the basketball, Haines City can give you issues. I think biggest thing is going to be consistency. Just from like summer league and what I saw this summer, they'll beat somebody that was decent or really good, and then they'll lose to somebody that they probably shouldn't have lost to. So I think the key for them is going to be consistency.
Okay.
The experience for Jenkins, if they're young still, I don't know. Last year we're kind of young, so I don't know if he lost players, but experience. As long as is Skip still over there, Ridge, right?
Yes, he lost.
They don't got chances, Barnes.
Skip lost a couple, and Skip lost his, I think his best kid went to Davenport, right? To the Jason Jack kid transferred to Davenport, I think. No, he's still at Ridge. He's
talking about Rogers.
The other kid, the Rogers kid, went to Davenport. Yeah. So yeah, Skip's still there, and like I said, Jenkins still young, but the kid's been playing since like 9th grade. So I think it's their 3rd year in the program. So I guess you can't really say they're young no more. I mean, they're not seniors, but they're gonna play hard. Jake will always make sure they're playing hard. So I guess the battles for second place, because we said first place is pretty much a done deal.
Yeah, they know that.
All right. All right. So we go into 6A. We're gonna do the district first, then the region. So 6A, District 8. I mean District 7, not District 6A. District 7 is Bartow, Kathleen, Lake Gibson, Lakeland, Kissimmee, Liberty, and St. Cloud. That's the district.
Kissimmee, Liberty. That's the
Kissimmee, Liberty. Yeah.
Not Osceola. Kissimmee, Liberty.
Not Osceola. I was trying to make sure.
Okay, and then the whole region. The rest of the region is in District 6. It is East River from Orlando, Edgewater from Orlando, Horizon from Winter Garden, Lake Mineola, Groveland, South Lake, Wekiva, and then District 8 in that region is Palm Bay Heritage, Martin County, Melbourne, Port St. Lucie, Sebastian River, Stewart South Fork, Vieira, and that's the region. Yeah, that's the region. Oh, I missed one. Oh, and District 5 is Winter Park, Lake Howell, Longwood, Lyman, Palm Coast, Matanzas. I don't know how to say that. New Smyrna Beach, Oviedo, and Winter Springs. So that's that region 2. So district first, I guess, then region.
I like Bartow.
You like Bartow?
If you talking about for the district?
For the district.
You never can count Coach McGriff out. I think Lakeland has an edge right now, though. As far as experience goes, I think Lakeland has the edge right now. But as far as the region goes, Martin County returning.
Everybody, right?
Yeah.
That's the team that lost in the championship game.
Oh, that's the team that won the championship game.
Who they beat?
The team that beat Winter Haven.
Oh, wow! How did they get in that region?
I don't know. And they'll get that kid back that they shut down. That was
Well, Martin County won state. They beat the people from up
Yeah,
that beat that knocked off Woodhaven.
but the dad shut down the best player that was scoring all them points.
He back.
So he'll be back too. I think that's a tough region.
Wow. So they got the state. They got to defend the state champs in their region.
Exactly.
dang! I thought that was gonna be a guaranteed one of the two.
Thought that was a cakewalk too. So the district championship is between Bartow and Lakeland. Essentially, that's what we said.
It depends on who played them.
Depends on who played Martin County, who played Lakeland and Bartow.
Who plays Martin County?
Martin County. Okay.
And where they play them at.
Yeah.
If Martin County has to come to Bartow, I like Bartow.
But they won state without their best player, and he back with everybody else.
I mean, winning state, man, you have a chip on your shoulder, so they're gonna have a lot of confidence. So the key is positioning, and what you don't want to do is go down to Martin County. So like Toom was saying, like Lakeland or Bartow got to get the 1 seed. If not, I think our chances of getting somebody from Lakeland in that particular class is gonna be tough.
But it's possible they won't get it because Martin County will come out ranked number 1.
Yeah, they got to be number 1 coming out.
True. That's why I think it's important for them to try to get the number 1 seed this year in the region. Because if not, they're gonna have to travel down there.
Is it? And I don't know this yet. I'm sure you do, Coach. Is it strength of schedule going to be factored in this year like it has been?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to look at how tough a schedule.
Martin County is from Broward, right?
No, they from.
They beat somebody from Broward last year to get here.
Yeah, they knocked out somebody from Broward last year to beat.
They beat Pembroke Pines.
Pembroke
was supposed to be the best team they beat, and we was like, how they beat Pembroke Pines. We was questioning how they beat Pembroke Pines. Pembroke was number 1 all year, right?
Yeah.
And we was like questioning it, and then we saw the well coach. I don't know. I think it just all depends on if Lakeland or Bartow are at home. It's gonna be hard to beat either one of them if they're playing a team that's outside of Polk.
Gotcha.
When it comes down to like that situation between them, talent wise, Lakeland has more talent. The basketball situation that might go down, in a game to go, you got to be very well coached to beat McGriff. And with Lakeland being so good in football this year, they're going to get a super late start. It's going to take them to February to actually get basketball up under them, and how well-oiled machine will they have in a crunch situation. I mean, they got Rowe, and they got the Hardy boys as defenders. I mean, so that's going to give a threat. If Bartow don't have a point guard, then Bartow definitely have problems.
Yeah.
But offensively, I mean, I don't think anyone fears Lakeland offensively.
So, Martin County is in Fort Pierce area, Stewart. What county is that? Is that Lee County? Not Lee County. What county is that? I can't call it right now. Martin County beat Ponte Verde for a state last year. Now I'm looking at this teams down south in Region 4, just to kind of, I mean, it's way ahead, obviously, but Dillard is in Dillard for the Pembroke Pines School back in there, South Broward, Miramar, Dr. Crop from Miami, Martyr Academy from Hialeah, Southridge, Southwest Miami. So those some of the schools from down in that region four. Uh, Delray Beach, Atlantic, Pompano Beach, Ely, Coconut Creek. So so that actually that 6A kind of a little tougher than 7A on the surface sound like so far.
No, it definitely ain't tougher than 7A.
You don't think so? You want to go? Let's go back and
No.
look at let's go back and look at 7A down south because I know that's.
And though in Miami, and you gonna have somebody from Broward in 7A.
We're gonna look. I'm gonna look at it real quick. So in 7A,
I don't think you have nobody from Broward in 7A.
Yeah.
District
Yeah.
4, you got
You
Boone.
out of Orlando for sure.
You
Two of
got
them.
Dr. Phillips
Boy, Anderson gonna be 7A.
Dr. Phillips and Oak Ridge is in 7A. They in district. They in region 2. Kissimmee Osceola.
Seminole.
Seminole not up. I don't see Seminole. Not in 7A. Not in. They don't have Seminole. They must drop some.
It's Seminole
They
drop.
in Seminole. They in District 2. Seminole is. My bad. They up there with like the Jacksonville.
Seminole been consistent the last. Billy Seminole been consistent the last like what 7-8 years.
Yeah.
We're bringing. I ain't saying that this year's team will, but they've been consistent getting here.
So Region 4 from in 7A. Just some of the teams. I'm not gonna say all of them. Deerfield Beach, Coral Springs, Terravella, Western, Doral Academy, Flanagan, West Broward, Columbus, Corvette, Miami Ferguson, Palmetto, South Dade. That's some of the top schools in 7A down that way.
Yeah, man. Columbus coming out of that region.
Man, ain't nobody beating Columbus, man.
Coach, we had an interesting conversation the other day. It was in another little text group, and it's some guys that really like Winter Haven over Columbus. Like really, when they was lining it up, I apologize to y'all. My allergies are winning, so I'm gutting it out for the sake of Polk hoops. But
I like grabbing shrimp, but I had to start doing it.
Coach, I think it's lining up to be a great game.
Coach, them people feel like with KJ that puts Winter Haven over the top. They feel like they can lock up. My first question was, and I guess it's an obvious question: who guards the big boozer, not the little boozer, but the big boozer?
You know the big boozer is the number 7 player in the country, regardless.
That's why that's my lead-in question, Coach. Like I just I don't I just ask the questions, Coach. That's all. That's what get me in trouble. I just ask the questions, but I'm like, okay, who gonna guard the big boozer? I ain't even talking about the brother. I'm just talking about the big boozer, and they had a answer. They felt like they could lock both boozers up, and I guess it's another jitterbug that's pretty good too. Besides the boozers, I know the boozers are the headline, but they felt like when they even
got
lock them up.
6-9 transfer.
They feel like KJ is the they feel like with KJ is the missing piece that put them over the top.
The question is like we don't know what else they got in down there. You know that's a private school. It's like an all boys school down there.
They got a 6-9. I know that.
I did hear they got a 6-9 in, and there's no telling who else they got down there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm all for having pride with the kids that we have in the county. But recruiting different down there. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to those private schools. And the season haven't even started yet. So it's no telling who might walk in those doors down there before the season starts. So, I'm not counting Winter Haven out. KJ, I think.
How big of a difference does KJ make? Does it put them over the top or get them closer to Columbus?
I think it gets them closer. I don't think it puts them over the top. I think it kind of evens them up. You know what I'm saying? I think it's probably going to come down to, who comes out playing well, and it might come down to coaching strategy. You know what I'm saying? So, but my thing is, Columbus has won it. You know,
Freshman against
yeah,
a very talented Dr. Phillips team that had 3 Power 5 players, 2 at
yes,
Florida, 1 at Kansas. I can't doubt. They state champs. I'm not finna doubt. I ain't. I ain't taking KJ to make the difference on a group of young men that are pretty much all returning that beat a top tier team last year as freshmen, and they dominated the AAU circuit, the Nike
yeah.
circuit this summer.
Peach, it won Peach
They
Jam.
won Peace Jam, didn't they?
Yeah,
That's pretty much all you really need to say, huh?
I wouldn't doubt it. Like that's like right now me saying Golden State ain't like if you doubting Golden State right now without injuries, then you just don't like Golden State. Respectfully, you have to feel confident at what Golden State returning that they got a very high chance to get back to the finals again. North Carolina returning a lot. Should be
yeah,
confident about
Yeah, Carolina
it.
returned here, so you got to look at
This is
them top.
a very young team that's coming back. And we're saying that KJ is the difference in beating them when they beat as freshmen, and they was very composed the whole game. They beat 2 University of Florida guards and a big man that played at Kansas. This ain't knocking Winter Haven. I'm just talking basketball. If we're talking basketball, with somebody say I'm just hating, but I'm talking basketball. How do you just say we will be the only ones in the county, Polk County, to be saying that Columbus don't have the highest bid to win the state champ.
Good point. So we got two state champs and both of them in our, I guess, so far our top two. So we got
I
Columbus.
ain't confident. I'm not confident in Martin, depending on when they travel, where they travel, because I feel like Lakeland and Bartow can beat them. I just think that Bartow has a stronger chance than Lakeland at beating them. That team last year was disciplined. All right, to the T. It
Okay.
takes a McGriff type of program to beat that type of team. But we felt like, hey, if Bartow would have played one of those teams last year, Bartow could have beat them.
So discipline has to beat discipline.
Yep. I don't think Lakeland not disciplined. Lakeland not disciplined, and they don't shoot the ball well enough to beat a team like that on the road.
They have to make the
And
game. They have to make the game
those
choppy.
kids, those kids ain't touched the basketball since the summer league.
Yeah. And we
So
and
I would be a fool to say I got confidence in that. I mean, me from a
football
basketball point,
coach, you did the football to basketball transition when you was in high school. Football to basketball. I mean, realistically, how long of a process is that? A week, a month, 6 weeks?
it's usually about 3 to 4 weeks, coach. What you really looking for is for them to really get their legs up under during the Christmas break. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they get out of school, you can like practice longer. You know what I'm saying? You can be try to get that skill back to where it is. So usually coming out of the Christmas break, you want to have those kids' legs up under them. But sometimes it just according to the kids, according to the team. You know, it
how
could be
important
quick.
What happened?
how important is the schedule? I'm asking Billy D, how important is the scheduling?
Scheduling is very important, and I learned that my later years coaching. You know what I'm saying? I pushed my season back to December because of that. You know what I'm saying? It was no reason
What
for
teams are doing?
yeah. So
It's
hopefully
smart.
I've learned from that and just I would play sparingly and just load up in January. You know what I'm saying? Just take my chances that way.
Yeah, but that's
I'm
what he
just
doing.
not. I'm not confident in the system that Lakeland runs on the offensive side can beat a very disciplined team, and they don't run nothing.
I hear what you're saying, Toomer, and it's gonna be tough for that type of um team to beat another team consistently. But one, they are talented enough, and two, they play hard enough for anything to happen. So they'll at least have a chance. I'm
Yeah,
not
if
saying
that game is, if that regional final game is in Lakeland, I would bet my money. I would bet on Lakeland just off confidence in the gym, 1,200 people at home. I would take that. I would take that. On the road, with the way they shoot the ball, and they don't have a shoot. The kid graduated, right? The one kid, the senior, wasn't
Yeah,
the white kid a senior? That was the shooter.
strict, yeah, strictly Trey, not Trey, Drew
Who was
Strictly.
the
Yeah,
shooter behind him? Who was the shooter?
they shoot it a lot, coach.
No,
I
who was
mean,
shooting? I shooted a lot. Like who is a
who's
sniper?
consistent? Who's a consistent sniper? I think
Yeah.
what's the name is. I just don't know if they get him enough shot. I think Lil Hardy, the D Hardy kid, he got a decent kind of consistent shot. He don't get, in my opinion. I don't think he get enough shots. But
I agree. Lil D can stroke it, but definitely down the stretch last year. You know what I'm saying? They really went away from him. And at one point, he was leading the team in scoring.
yeah, I think they gotta get him a little more touches. But like you say, they run a free flowing system. So sometimes the free flowing system is very attractive because everybody got the green light. But then sometimes you kind of get away from the guy that. But I remember was it the Winter Haven game when D came out and hit like two or three threes. And I don't think he touched the ball like again. Like he kind of got lost in how they was playing, and he never got back. The ball never got back. Never found him. Not consistent anyway. And I thought that he could have probably had a 20-point night, and he ended up not having a 20-point night just because. So that it has some pluses and minuses when you run offense like that. You can get lost, and some guys you don't want to get lost. So all right, so we
Uh,
move to 5A District 8. I'm sorry, District 7. Arvindale, Davenport, Kissimmee Gateway, Orlando Jones, Lake Buena Vista, Lake Region, Lake Wells. That is the district. The entire region is Cypress Creek, Fayette, Gulf, Newport Richard Gulf, Day City Pasco, River Ridge, Western Chapel, Zephyr Hills, Tampa Blake, Brandon, Tampa Freedom, Tampa Jesuit, Tampa King, Tampa Middleton, Spoto. That's it. That's the region. So how we feel about the district and the region.
I don't know what Jones has, but I mean, I think Auburndale going to surprise a lot of people this year. That's just Jones. You never know what Jones you're gonna get. Some
So
years you coming in.
do you think Arvindale gets better without Turner?
Oh yeah,
We don't look
not
much.
from not
Be
just
much
from a
faster.
basketball player, from a just on the personal side of a basketball team, not like a big man. It's hard to get away from a 6'9" big man that can play. They're gonna be but I think team chemistry wise, they won't go through the issues that they've had the last couple of years.
I think it allows E to play faster. I wonder what adjustments he's going to make. You know what I'm saying? Without having him there. Will he be up and down, maybe trying to press people or, play a little bit faster? He has athletes. He's very quick, with KK and them other kids. They're very fast and athletic. He's going to have to let them get up and down the court a little bit. He's going to probably have to push up on people just trying to create turnovers in order to get easy buckets. With Nehemiah, you can throw the ball down there. He can get you, 15 to 20 points a game, but now you're going to have to sessions. So I'm curious on what Coach E is going to do from a coaching standpoint, what I'm saying, dynamics of his team. Remember, Jones beat them pretty good in the district championship game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what Jones has.
Yeah, I don't know what Jones have coming back. And then the rest of I think then listening to the region, I think the region is weak listening to it. Can never count out Tampa Jesuit. That guy's been over there for a very long time. He's a very good coach, and you know what you're gonna get with them. They're gonna run their offense. They're gonna shoot the ball well. They're gonna be disciplined on both ends of the floor. So I think that region is up for grabs. Actually,
What about do you think that with all these transfers in like region,
Who?
like you know,
I do know they do have some. I know one of the kids something going on. I know they was asking for prayers for him, so prayers out for JJ definitely.
okay, yeah, shut things out,
You
man.
trying to prank us right now?
What was I?
You trying to prank us right now?
Hey man, I know they brought a lot of people in, so I just think I asked
Are
the
you trying to
question.
prank us?
No, not on purpose, man.
No way for to talk about Lake Region still in the district.
You know,
Man.
together at Davenport. I'm curious on how that region how that district gonna shape up anyway.
Now, my next question: what about Davenport? They got what's the name? Best kid, right? And they get Ridge best kid, the Rogers kid.
They got the Rogers kid.
Davenport is in the same region with Auburndale and Lake Wells.
Yeah.
I would not want to play Ambo in a district final if he got some talent. That would be a tough. I mean, he can be beat, but I mean, that would be interesting. I would watch out for Davenport more. So you saying they got transfers in?
Atmo say they only had 2 seniors, and Chief say they got some transfers in. So
Atmo telling us Jones it is.
Now, also in District 10, is Sebring. So the district that Sebring in is Boca Ciega, Braden River, Parish, Braden Southeast, and St. Pete. And the region is
They're not going to beat St. Pete.
Clearwater, St. Pete Highlands, St. Pete Northeast, Osceola, Seminole, Cypress Lake, Dunbar, Island Coast, Cape Coral, Maryland, Port Charlotte, Naples, Barron Collier, Bonita Springs, Naples Golden Gate, Naples Lely, and Naples. So
I know Port Charlotte was
High in there. I like St. Pete High.
Port Charlotte was tough last year. I think they made the Final Four too.
That's the team that can beat people by 20, right?
I think so. But like you said, St. Pete High has been consistent going to Lakeland.
Very consistent. They've been very consistent. They don't win it, but they've been consistent.
They've been over there consistently.
Yeah, I would take St. Pete.
St. Pete or Port Charlotte coming out that region.
Yeah, I mean, it's still early. We just don't know what's down there. But those programs have been consistently pretty good.
Okay. All right. And then down south, I mean, Stranahan.
I like Stranahan to win it again, actually.
Riviera Beach Sun. So you like, I got to see nothing else. We like.
They won it last year?
They won it last year. They won back to back.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought that was 2 years ago, man. Yeah, I ain't. Something different down in the waters, boy. Stranahan.
Yeah. So one of the guards played for me, so he tough. So I think they tough again.
They gonna look good. All right, we're going to 4A region, District 7, Region 2. We got Orlando, Bishop Moore, Discovery, Lake Highland Prep, McKeel, Mulberry, and Tenor Rock. That's the district. Region 2 has also has Titusville Astronaut, Port Orange, Atlantic, Cocoa, Palm Bay, Space Coast, Titusville. What happened?
We not coming out the district.
Oh, I don't need to say no. I don't need to talk about nothing else.
No, you don't need to say no more. We ain't coming out that district.
No, we ain't getting nobody out of there.
Nobody.
Nobody. You ain't even got to talk. You ain't got to waste your time of day.
Black say he like discovered with the district. Lake Island Prep. That's them people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They recruit.
Okay.
Plus Bishop Moore private can recruit. Yeah, we ain't coming out that one.
So we kind of got a little short end of that one, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Good luck with
So we got District 11, a couple other people that we cover. Avon Paul, Braden Bayshore, Sarasota Booker, DeSoto, Hardy, and Lake Placid. That's the district.
That's a wrap.
Ain't nobody coming out. We got to talk about that one either.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. Moving on to 3A. Tough. It's tough already. So 3A we have in region is District 7, Region 2 for 3A. Bell Creek, Fort Meade, Four Corners, Frostproof, Lakeland Christian, New Dimension, Santa Fe, and Sefner Christian.
But Bell Creek team is loaded.
That's the district, man. We kept Christian.
I just saw something on like last week. They are loaded. The question is how tough they are. But they have a lot of talent over there.
So we don't need to say the rest of the regions. Can Santa Fe compete? We're not saying nobody else can compete, right?
They can compete because they can shoot basketball.
Yeah, or losing big man, put them in a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you picked up a couple offers this week over there at Owensmore Christian. They play hard. They've been playing a lot. But like you say, they shoot it. And I guess that's so the rest of that region, if we want to just talk about it, is Cocoa Beach, Merritt Island, Edgewood, Melbourne Holy Trinity, Melbourne Central Catholic, Odyssey Charter, West Shore, Cornerstone Charter, First Academy Orlando, Foundation Academy, Trinity Prep, Windermere Prep, and Benjamin from Palm Beach Gardens, Cardinal Newman, Inlet Grove, John Carroll from Fort Pierce, Kings Academy West Palm, Oxbridge Academy West Palm, and Somerset College Prep from Port St. Lucie.
Yeah, I don't know what the rest of those have, but the Bell Creek team is loaded, and they supposed to have a freshman that's really, really good. I seen too.
So Bell Creek is the people.
Yeah, and like I say, Santa Fe gonna be able to compete because they're gonna be able to shoot the ball. So good luck to them.
So you see Bell Creek possibly coming out the whole region?
Initially right now, because I don't know how good those other programs are.
Just off of what you know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I think the last one we got is 2A with Victory. So let me find Victory.
Marlon, that's Windermere Prep. It's not Windermere High School. Let's not confuse the two.
There's two different people, huh?
Yeah, two different schools. And then Windermere lost a kid in Mount Verde anyway.
Oh, so they going down. Really like going down. All right, so the last region is District 8, Region 2 and 2A. We got All Saints. We got City of Life Christian and Kissimmee, Legacy and Ocoee, Moorhaven, and Victory. That's the district. The region is Academy at the Lakes, Classical Prep, First Academy Leesburg, Hernando Christian in Brooksville, Seven Rivers Christian, Lecanto, Zephyr Hills Christian, Calvary Christian, Ormond Beach, Halifax Academy, Daytona, Lake Mary Prep, Mount Dora Christian, Deltona Trinity Christian, Central Florida Christian, Orlando, Faith Christian, Orlando, International Community, Winter Park, Orangewood Christian, Maitland, and Orlando Christian Prep.
That's the region, or that's the
your mic on, bro. I know you got some. I know you.
Man, you had me hyped. I'm like, I ain't hear OCP yet.
last one on the list. I know you was waiting. That's the that's the region, coach. The district for victory is All Saints, City of Life, Legacy.
I like victory.
So we got victory and OCP in the regional final.
Yeah, man, I was hyped. I thought Victor had a chance for a second. I said, man, OCP ain't in that region. Okay.
Yeah, they got them last. They got them in the last. They in District 7. They got them last.
Man, well, that's tough.
That's in the Florida Christian be pretty good. Florida Christian be pretty good too, don't
it? I don't know. It ain't OCP.
So we got victory getting out, but we got it. The train gonna stop when they pull up on OCP. That's what we predicted.
Yeah, man, it's tough over there, boy.
What if is it the same type of energy? Because I know Victor brought a lot of people in. They young,
but they not.
If they get the game at home, does that matter?
They're not big though. That game is not gonna be at home.
You don't think so? Okay.
No, that game is not gonna be at home. I just wish somehow that Victor could get some length in there, but they're gonna be tough because LJ can get you 30 plus a night, so hopefully he can get some help against them.
They gonna score.
LJ gonna be tough, but not tough enough to beat OCP. I just don't got confidence in it.
So, if we're talking right now, the only lock that we saying right now, the two locks we said is, if we're talking this way too early, but we said Winter Haven a lock, and we said either Lakeland or Bart to a lock, depending on when they get the game at home against Martin County.
Winter Haven a lock. The other one, I don't think it's a lock.
Yeah, I don't think Lakeland Bart to a lock. I like Winter Haven.
Okay, so we got one lock and a couple possibles.
Yeah,
if Bartow ain't got no guards, then they ain't gonna be worth that.
They got what's the name? Is it O'Hearn playing O'Hearn is playing
O'Hearn
playing one, right?
EJ it's pretty good. When KJ
are those two confident enough to handle the ball against the Hardy brothers full court? No. You take it,
O'Hearn better than you think he is, but I mean that'd be tough. I don't know about.
Not a point guard though. He's not gonna be bringing the ball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he's a PG. So
that's the question I'm asking. Do they have somebody willing to bring that ball up against the Hardy boys?
I think he got a couple of people that's able to do it. You know what I'm saying? So
man.
Coach Polite said they good. Trust them. They good.
Yeah, I got to win the district.
One thing we know, like you said, I mean, he got a couple of pieces, and we're not sure how long, especially with the football consideration, how long them guys can go with that pressure. You know, he gonna have a lot of athletes throw at people if he chooses to play that way. We don't know how Coach Hen and the guys gonna play, but he got a lot of bodies to throw at people. So if he decides he want to just pressure you the whole game, that's gonna be tough for people to deal with.
Bodies ain't gonna beat Bartow.
Who?
Bodies are not gonna beat Bartow.
Okay.
You got to be able to coach pound for pound with him against him. He gonna have bodies too. He gonna have size. Them little young kids he had.
Because if it's me now, it's me, and I don't coach at Lakeland High School. I don't coach at Bartow. I don't coach anywhere. But if I'm Lakeland High School, the quickest way to get football players going is to essentially chop the game up. And I mean, how you chop the game up? You just keep throwing people in there. You just pick up full court. You just keep running people in there. Just wear people out, beat up on people. I mean, then you ain't got to worry about it from hitting shots and and running sets and that kind of stuff, because it's one thing about Bartow. We know Bartow. I know you got your side. We got our side. We know Bartow gonna be a system team. We know they're gonna run sets. We know they're gonna be disciplined. We know they're gonna play high level basketball. We know that. And they're gonna be ahead of Lakeland because they got more basketball kids than Lakeland got. So they in the gym. We know ain't nobody gonna outwork McGriff as far as time in the gym and get it working. So we know that. They're gonna be bigger than Lakeland. Although Lakeland got a couple big guys too. But I'm just saying, how do you even that out? If you know that, how do you even that out? You gotta make it not be a basketball game. I mean, what was Polk County famous for years? Nobody played basketball when they came to Polk County. It was you got beat up. It was full court. It was physical. And
so the football guy got to get out there and be physical. Then
I'm not saying what they got to do. I'm saying if it was me, because I know I'm knowing me as a coach, coaching against a McGriff or say even a coach Billy D. I know they're in the gym 7 days a week. I mean, I'm sorry, 6. We're gonna keep it legal. They're in the gym 6 days a week. I know that. I know I ain't in the gym 6 days a week. I'm not. I know they got at least 7 to 10 guys that's in the gym 6 because they got more basketball kids than. So if it's me, I'm like, okay, how can I even this out? I can't out basketball them right now, so I gotta make it even some way. So if it's me, that's what I would do. I'm not saying Lakers don't play that way. I'm saying if I was coaching, that's how I would play. And it may still not work, but I think it would even it out more because you ain't gonna be able to catch up the time that Bartow got in the gym right now. You just ain't because hell, we know Bartow ain't nobody been out work him. That's been going on for 20 years. Ain't nobody been out work McGriff. So even if he had all basketball guys, we said we can agree he ain't gonna out work McGriff. That's what I would do. Not saying it would work, but that's what I would do.
But
because he got.
Again, I'm just saying the two guard. If they don't have a true point guard that can handle the Hardy boys, they're gonna be in trouble. Team defensive wise, Lakeland ain't disciplined on team defense. They just athletic.
That's my. I'm not saying it work.
That could be the difference.
I mean, that would be my thing.
McGriff might be the only disciplined defensive team that in the county that I've seen that's like disciplined.
Listen, let me say because I see I'm getting beat up in the comments. Polk Hoops, i.e. me, is not saying have or ever said that Coach McGriff is doing anything illegal. Coach McGriff is probably the most disciplined and by the rules guy in the state of Florida. So I'm not saying that. It was a joke. But I know the Bartow people gonna call me on that. So my point is,
yeah, man, I ain't worrying about them Bartow people.
Yeah, my point is that we know McGriff working. Ain't nobody gonna out work him. That was the whole point. But I mean, I just feel like with Lakeland, he legitimately got 10 kids out there playing football, and he got I guess he got 2 kids that's not football guys. So you got 10 guys that you can throw at people. And I'm just saying, even if it don't look, even if it's not like textbook, that would be me is what I'm saying, because I know I can't catch up with the amount of time they're gonna have. They're gonna be ahead of me basketball wise because they got more time in. Who doing more right now basketball than Bartow, Victory, and Winhaven and Santa Fe? Some people playing like every weekend. They somewhere in the fall league.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what I'm saying. So they way ahead of me. So how do I balance that out? I can't get back the time in the gym because they just got more time in the gym. So if it's me, I'm trying to figure out how can I balance that out. And that's the only thing I can think of is I'm gonna make the gym choppy. I'm not gonna allow them to play basketball. If they play basketball, they're gonna be better than me because they have been doing it longer than me. It may not work.
The Hardy brothers stay out of foul trouble and pick up 75 feet instead of 90 the entire game with some legs up under them. Lakeland gonna be a problem. But I'm still taking Bartow to win district.
Okay. Coach, you've been quiet, so I know you got some input, so I'll be quiet so you can.
He like Lakeland. He said he like Lakeland, coach.
And the reason being is like, especially like from experience wise, you know what I'm saying? Like the Hardy brothers, like Roe is a problem. That's not, you know, Roe is a problem, and he's a senior this year. You know what I'm saying? And I think, he's
He's
gonna
a
be,
major problem.
his little brother's a problem. I think the kid that they got from Kathleen was a great pickup for them. He was a great pickup for them. Hey, Lakeland gonna be deep. Um, I hope they're listening to you, coach, because I will play man full court, or I would make people bring the ball up. I would make them uncomfortable, and especially early until you can get your legs up on. I wouldn't play, a slow down basketball game with that particular team. You know what I'm saying? Because like Toomer say, consistently they don't shoot the ball consistently well. So you
Right.
got to be able to create offense other ways. And the thing is, they're streaky shooters. So if Roe or D, Wilcox or them other kids get hot, they can kill you.
Right.
But consistently, what you're gonna see is somebody in your face making you uncomfortable to run your offense. I
Right.
know
Yeah.
they can. You know what I'm saying? Because the Hardy boys learned their defense from me. So I know they can do it.
So that's my thing, coach. It's
Like
like
75 feet.
you gotta make them. You gotta if it becomes a, and I hate to say it this way, so there's no disrespect to Lakeland, but if we if it becomes a basketball game, then you gotta like Bartow because they're playing more basketball right now. I'm not saying that Lakeland kids can't play basketball, don't want to play basketball. I just think that Bartow's gonna be so far ahead of them because of the time in the gym. So if it's not a basketball game per se, then I think that favors Lakeland. Now, obviously, that's two sides of the coin. Who can do what they do the best?
Mr. Riley. Ain't the Bartow ain't surprising nobody. We here saying Bartow gonna win district. Ain't nobody surprised about the Bartow.
My
Mr. Riley, we giving Bartow they props, boss
Bart
man.
Bartow
Boy,
they have talent. I think they're gonna have to find their identity as far as they lost a person um, that was like 19 points a game. So who's gonna be that person, to from a leadership standpoint and to put them on their back? You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you, like top to bottom, Bartow is deep. They fast and they're gonna play hard. They're gonna give people problems on defense. You know what I'm saying? Then like with Ed, um, and Jalen, the two Jalen's, like you have back there, they 6'5" plus. They gonna be a problem, definitely. But I think McGriff gonna be typical McGriff where he struggles early, but you're not gonna want to play him in January and the end of February.
So in that case, is Bartow in the same because like what you just said, the brother said that's when Lakeland gonna be right by January, February. So they both gonna be getting right at the same time and from different standpoints.
Like I
get
mean,
right. So when you get right in shape, the other one get right with basketball.
true, and McGriff's schedules usually be brutal. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're winning right now in their fall leagues and the few shootouts that they're playing in. They're not really winning. They're playing, which is helpful. But like I said, I think they're gonna struggle early. But coming out of Christmas break, they're gonna be pretty good.
Gotcha. Okay. So last thing before we jump off, we kind of talked about a couple of it. New faces in new places. So Bartow got a couple. They got the O'Hearn kid. They got the Thompson kid from Santa Fe. And they got then they get one more. I know they got them two. They got one more, I thought. Maybe that's it. Um I know that has there been any other like big time has been any big time transfers this year like it normally has been. People kind of
You know, a
stayed
lot of
put.
big time players. We missing a lot of big time players. That's for the conversation not allowed.
Yeah, I mean it's people that moved, but
But
like
it's not big time players, so we not loud with it.
exactly like you said, you had the EJ kid go from Ridge to Davenport. You had them kids come from Durant to Santa Fe. You had
Forgot about them.
the Berrien kid that went to like I said, they're not. KJ was the biggest, as far as a player goes.
Niggas go.
Yeah,
Lakeland had about three or four guys. I guess those football guys that's gonna
they
play.
had football come in, whether they play or not. But they did have the one basketball player come in from Castleton. Victory. Didn't Victory get a couple?
They got the Lanier kid, the 24 kid. They got a couple other kids that's younger kids. Like I said, they got some young, and I know Lake Region got like 4 kids. They got 2 from Winter Haven. And I'll turn the screen off, bro. I know it was. I knew it was coming. And Auburndale got the college kid from Jenkins, who gonna probably low key be. I don't know if it's low key, but I think he's gonna be pretty good.
He's gonna make an impact on that team. It just wasn't like the previous years. All those big names that switch places. So, but hopefully those kids make impacts on their new teams. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, the biggest one is KJ by far. But we're gonna see what these other kids do. Hopefully, they made the right decision in order to prosper.
Yeah, and I guess that's a good point. Besides KJ, there's no other quarter, and I guess KJ and O'Hearn will be the 2 big, I guess,
big names,
biggest names that transferred. And the thing about O'Hearn, O'Hearn, a lot of people don't know about O'Hearn, but I know you just said they lost 19 a game with KJ, but I don't know if he can get 19 a game, but I think O'Hearn can get him at least 15 to 17 a game. So I think he could be a nice. I don't think that loss. I don't think it's a big loss, but production-wise, I don't think it's going to be as big with O'Hearn coming in. I think he's going to surprise. A lot of people don't know about him, but I think he's going to surprise a lot of folks with how he plays. I know Weston got to be sick at this point. Like every year, he loses his best kid, Preston, down in Sebring. Like with his 3rd year, he lost his best kid. I know he lost Alvin a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Then he lost somebody last year too. I thought maybe I'm wrong on last year, but then he lost O'Hearn this year. So at least 2 of the last 3 years, he lost his best player. So I know that's probably tough. So well. If I don't know, Coach, you got anything else you want to say for the good of the group? I mean, so we talked about the districts, we talked about new place, new face, we talked about the state of officiating. The last thing we said we was going to talk about, I don't know if we got time or not, was the state of Polk County basketball. I don't know if we want to say that for next time or.
I say we say.
Save it for next time about the state of the county as a whole for the basketball goals. So we lost what our co-host I knew saying Lake Region people were gonna run him off, man. But hey, man, those people got a lot of transfers, man. We cover the whole county. We don't just spotlight 1 or 2 teams. We try to cover everybody.
And y'all can have Coach Shaky in my inbox.
Hey, Coach Shay, you heard me try to get a couple times. Did they finish the fall league, Coach? Who won the fall league that the Philadelphia Lane was doing?
I don't know. I know the Hurricanes kind of messed them up for the last couple of weeks. I haven't heard them finishing.
Okay. And what about the one at Heritage? Do you know if they finished that one? Hurricane, same thing?
I think the same thing.
Okay. Well, shout out to Philadelphia Lane and the Heritage people for putting on the fall league so the kids can play. I know, most of the teams that do everybody does not choose to do fall leagues, but I know traditionally, like Santa Fe, Victory, Bartow, they'll go to travel to like Hillsborough County or somewhere to play. So it's good that we had 2 in-county fall leagues this year, so the kids, more kids could get out there and play. So hopefully they can finish it out. I know they're about to start pricing. At the end of the month they start pricing, right?
Halloween.
So yeah, they got a couple weeks before they get going. So I guess next week, man, we're gonna talk about the state of Polk County basketball, and we'll start to kind of talk about some of the preseason ranking stuff. We know how the list went, so we gonna try to just make sure we spotlight players as opposed to ranking them, because that kind of goes a different way. But anywho, so hopefully the kids can finish out the leagues, man. If not, at least they got a couple games in. I know the Hurricane kind of messed a lot of stuff up. So, but shout out to Heritage and also the Philadelphia Lane for doing that and providing some work for the kids. I know they kind of appreciated that. So, you want to rough with the goal for you to resign, Coach? You know who you're talking about before we get off?
No.
So, All right, man. Well, we appreciate y'all jumping in, man, and rocking with us the first episode. But y'all be sure to go and check out the podcast. We're gonna start doing more like 5 minute 5 questions, man. It's kind of getting to know different people and different things around Polk County. We did our first one on Coach Billy D. So just different folks that make the whole essence of Polk County basketball kind of tick. So we'll hopefully run another one out here this week. Got to figure out who we gonna reach out to and just kind of get y'all to know them on a different level. So uh, once again, appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Hopefully y'all have a great week in school, man. Great week in the stand. I know we still deep in football season, so we kind of slow rolled into it, but y'all be safe out there as always, man. Anything y'all got coaches calling Tuba State, y'all good?
We're good.
Good.
All right, man. Until next time, man. We appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. And Polk Coots, we out. Y'all be safe, man. Be blessed.